This call is now being recorded. This call is now taking notes.
Okay, so moving on. Um, I'll share my screen. Just a minute. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Yeah, great. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about Windows functions, and I believe that Windows function is very, very common. There's no way you're going to write SQL at actually the higher skill or at the pro level that you won't use Windows functions, because if you are doing analytics, running some analysis, what's it called, analysis on your data in your database, there's no way you won't come across Windows functions, because these are the functions that we use a lot for analytical uh function of data. So we have the window function. The window function performs a calculation across a set of rows that are related to the current rows. So that's the window functions. They perform a calculation across a set of rows that are related to the current row. Unlike aggregate functions, Windows function do not collapse rows. Instead, they return value for every row in the result set. The last time we talk about the sum, we talk about the average, we talk about the count. What they do majorly is to just collapse or add everything together and return just like a single or more than, just a single value for you. For example, if I wanted to find the total salary, I mean total sales for a company for a particular year, then if I use sum, it's going to give me just a single value. So that's the way aggregate function works. Same goes for average and count. But when it comes to Windows function, they don't do that. Windows function assign a value to each row. Yeah, assign a distinct value to each row. So that's what they do. Instead, they return a row for every result in the set. Windows functions are powerful for analytics such as ranking, running totals, moving averages, and comparison between rows. A lot of people in like and doing analysis, we will be actually familiar with all these things I'm talking about. I'm talking about running totals. I'm talking about moving averages. I'm talking about comparison between rows. Like you wanted to see the lead and lag. That is okay. We want to compare between what the guy bought today and what he bought, like what he's about to buy today. Stuff like that. So that's the one of the ways we can use Windows functions. And you know, running total is something that I want to see. Okay, running total, I want to see what is the total transaction that we made from January to September. You just want to see the total from January to September. So it's going to be the running total. For example, if you aggregate it by month, if you aggregate your data by month now, then it's going to give you total for January. Then total for February will be January plus February, and for March will be January, February, and March. For May will be January, February. Sorry, January, February, March, April, and May. So that's what one total does. And the other one is moving averages. Moving average is used to for those that are into um what's it called now, time series analysis. Time series analysis. You wanted to smooth out the fluctuation in your trend or your yes, you want to smooth out the fluctuation. So we use this moving average. Those that do like trade also should be familiar with all these things. That's moving average for time is majorly used for time series analysis. Then we have comparison between rules. One of the examples that we can do with that is the lead and lag. When you're trying to find, okay, what is the lead, what is the lag, okay, what is the total transaction yesterday, what total transaction today. You're trying to do a kind of comparison between them. So that's an example of comparison between rules, and we are going to look at some of them today. Now, moving on. Function. So these are the components of Windows function. A Windows function contains a function name, so there must be something that you wanted to use for a Windows function. Is either use the row number, rank, lag, anything at all. So that's what it's going to be. So these are the different functions we have for Windows function. We have the partition by. So whenever you're using Windows function, these two what's it called now? Parameters actually come in the partition by and the order by. Partition by is when you are actually grouping the result based on the particular columns. It might be okay. I want to see the running total based partition by month name. So that's going to be total sales for each month. or I want to see the total running total for by product. You understand now? Okay, what's the total transaction made for this product, for this product, for this product, for this product? Or I want to see the running total by year. You can partition it by year. So partition by is actually the column you are grouping it on. Why the other by is the arrangement, the way you want to arrange it. Do you want to arrange it in descending or ascending order? Do you want the largest to come first or smallest to come first? So that's just what the by is all about. So another thing that this one says is this. Hold on. Windows without partition by, the function consider all rows as one group. So that's one of the things that, like I said now, that is partition by is for grouping the value. So without the partition by, then it consider all the thing as just all the rows as one group. And yeah, for example, now if you are running total, you are doing the running total for, and you are not partitioning by anything, then it's going to consider everything. It's not going to group by anything at all. So what are the different functions that we have for for Windows function? We have the row number. So row number assign a sequential number to each row in the result set starting from 1. So one ways we can actually do this thing is this. I'm going to show you some examples very soon. Let's say, for example, now, and you are there's a restaurant now, and they are selling different types of food in the restaurant, and you want to know what is the highest food, like in terms of amount that your customers actually bought. Okay, what is the total, what is the food with the total was sales in the month January? You want to see something like that, or I want to know what is it product or food with the highest sales in January, in February, in March, in May, in June, in July. So you wanted to group something like, you want to do something like that, then that is why you can use all these row number and the other one. So what you're going to do is that you are going to assign rank to, what's it called, to individual value for each individual food for each month. For example, now let's say the total food that sold in January is like, let's say 10 now. So for that 10, you assign a value to them. The one that has the highest value is one that is going to take one, depending on how you order your value. The one that followed by the one that had the second highest, then it's going to assign a value to them. Then you can filter out based on that value. So for the row number now, row number just assign a single value to each row incrementally. So assign a unique sequential number to each row in the result set starting from 1, useful for pagination and finding the first or the last record. So for example, now for the row number, the one with the highest value will be 1, the one will be second one will be 2, second the following by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. That's how the row number is going to actually do it based on the sales, because that's what you are grouping it by. You want to like find out. Now then we have the rank and the dense rank. Both assign a rank to row based on an ordering. Now the difference between rank and between row number, rank, and dense rank is because the order of ranking is different. For row number, it's going to assign the number incrementally, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to skip any row or something like that. Even if there are ties, for example, now let's say 2 months are a tie, probably for April and May, we have the same total number of sales for April and May. For row number, it's not going to actually give them maybe a single number. It's going to give them different number. Like it's going to give that one maybe 5, the other one 6. But when it comes to rank and dense rank, it's actually a total different a different game. Now for rank, it's going to assign different value to where we have a tie. Probably that April and May now, for example. Maybe April is 4, then it's going to give 4, 4 to April and May because they fall in the same lower level because they have the same value. Then the next one is going to skip a row. Like for example, now this one is 1, 1. The one that it gives is not supposed to be 2. Since this one is taking 1, 1, then it jumps to 3. So that is how that one works. And for this one, it won't skip any rows. Then it won't give any gap, just 1, 1, and 2. So that is why that is how that one works. Am I making sense? Is it really making sense? Okay, okay. So if you don't understand any part, please just call my attention to it so that I can, it's very important. You have to understand the whole thing. So that's that for rank and dense rank. Now moving on to lead and lag. Lead and lag is just like you getting a previous row. So lag is getting you the previous row, while lead is getting you the following row. So that's how that one work. Probably you want to do a comparison, like I said earlier. Sales of yesterday with sales of today. You want to compare them together. Then you can use lead and lag in that kind of situation. So that's another Windows functions that we have lead and lag, leading and lag metric. So these are the functions that we're going to talk about today in what's it called, Windows functions. So if you have any question, now will be the time for me before I go and present my before I go to the practical aspect. Any question at all? Any question at all? So for the sake of this, I'm going to be bringing out the Danny Zena what's it called, question. There's a question in particular that actually requires us using rule number. So I'm going to bring that for us to understand better, because application of it is what really makes sense. So okay, present again. Okay. So yeah, we have the Daniels Dana. So I have a couple of questions here. I'm very sure majority of us are familiar with Daniels Dana case study. So I won't really go into details what this thing entails. So let me just copy all the questions and paste it uh to my this thing so that I can work with it. Okay. Mhm. So those are the questions I'm going to be working with today. So I'm going to go back to my okay, yeah. Yeah, you're back. So there is a question. I'm very sure. So for this Daniels Dana, we have three tables, which I'm very sure we are all familiar with. So we have the sales. Let me quickly go through it so that we can understand. We have the sales, we have the product, and then we have the stuff, members. So these are the three tables that we have here. So the sales contains information about the sales transaction. So like yeah, we have here customer A order a particular product, this product on so date, customer B order this product on so date. So these are the transaction of the sales. Now, if you look at the product is just what they are selling, you know. Oh, product. Sorry about is it not product? Hold on. Is it product now? Sorry, menu. Product is my head. So it's menu. This one is menu. So we run this. Yeah, so these are their products: sushi, curry, ramen, and these are the prices. So now the last one is members, whether a particular customer is a member or not. So those are the informations that we have on this. Now look at a particular. She said, what was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer? What was the first item purchased by each customer? So let me quickly run the query. Let me just do a bit of join so that we can uh select star and from so sales as join menu and on s dot customer ID equals to n customer. I believe this one is clear to everyone, right? I can't see your response. Like the query I'm writing is everyone is clear, right? Oh, great. All right. Let's move on. So if I run this and I join them together, I have something like this, and so it's going to give me like a join table. Now, this is not the because customer ID. Customer is it customer ID? Man? Where is that? Sorry, it's product ID. There's no. Yeah, joining product ID. Sorry, product ID. Products. Yeah, there you go. So these are just information about the person. So these are transactions. Now look at the question. That question said, what was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer? So they want to know the first item purchased by each customer. Now, let's say for example, now I saw a restaurant for the first time, or one of my friends introduced a restaurant to me for the first time. So what they are going to determine, what is going to determine the first product I bought is actually the date. The date I started transacting with them. So that will determine the first. So they go back in time, go to their database, and check. Okay, when is the first time that this guy actually came in here to buy something? So the product I bought that particular day will be my first product. So they want to see what was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer. So how do we go about that? Now I want to know what is the customer that customer A bought, first customer that customer A bought, customer B, customer C, like that. So I can do this using the Windows function. So I can do something like customer ID, comma. Um, the next one is now we need to do some partition by. We need to add okay, what was the let me get that here. What was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer? Okay, first item by the menu purchased by each customer. So this is what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to do something like um I'm going to put order date so that we can see what I'm doing here. And just order date. I might not need it. So for this case now, I'm going to use what am I going to use? Is it row rank or dense rank? So I want you guys to talk, comment and talk. So what function do you think is actually perfect for this kind of case? Is it row? Is it dense rank or rank? So I want you guys to talk now. So I'm waiting for you guys to talk. Or me to speak. So let it be in an interactive class. Are you guys with me? So yeah. Paul, Ifeoluwa, Lavina, with yeah. Let's talk. What do you think is going to be? What is the appropriate function for me to use now? I want to rank them. So am I going to use, based on what I've just explained about dense rank, and row number? Which one would be the best? I'm going to use either of the three, like one of the three. That's what I'm going to use. So which one do you think is the best to use for this kind of question? You guys need to talk. Yeah, I mean, let's speak. Are you guys on the call, Sha? I'm waiting for you. What do you want to call him? Paul. Yeah.
Hello? Well,
I
I joined late. I think the rank should be it. I joined late. I was not around when you explained it. But I
okay,
think
okay,
rank
cool.
should be it.
Rank. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. If you are you there? Let me know whether people are around. Safe. All right. Thank you, Lovina. Paul, are you there? Okay. Yeah. Unmute and speak. What is the this thing? Ask a question. Like, which one do you think is the best for it? Okay. So, Lovina, I said rank. Yeah. Now let's go over the thing
Yes.
again to see. Okay. So let's go over the what's it called now? The whole thing. So I said rank just roll number just give a number to you from one to this thing, and rank leaves a gap and this thing. Yes, you are actually you are correct because rank is going to leave a gap. So for example, if you have a tie, so a particular customer can come to a store and buy just like multiple products in a single day. Do you understand now? So and that we also count as being the first product, unless there's actually a time that probably there's a time there, like probably we have to check if there's a time, if this thing is a timestamp now, there's time in our date, then we can actually identify that okay, this comma came at so time, maybe 11:51, and the other one it was around 12:36 or something like that. So that'll be the best to go by. So we can use rank. We can use rank, and but if we use rank, then it's going to leave a gap because I said earlier that rank is just like league, if there are ties, then it's going to jump to the next one. Yeah, someone is saying something. Oh, okay. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, okay. So the what's it called now? The rank is going to jump to the next one. Let's for example we have two ties now. Maybe the first one and the second one are actually the same date. Then it's going to jump to three. So we don't want that. So in that case, the best to use is actually dense rank. Dense rank does not skip gap. Although they are ties, it won't skip gap. So dense rank will be the best in this case now. So depending on is your question that will determine uh what kind of function to use. But in this case, I believe dense rank is the best thing. So let me just okay. Let's go over the distance. So it's gonna be like this. Let's go it. Dense rank into brackets. You just call it that. Now, whenever you are using this function, you have to put part over there. So over. So what are we partitioning on? What column are we partitioning on? What column are we grouping on? I explain partition by. So what comes next is what comes next is this thing like partition by, and partition by is the column we are grouping on.
Order date.
Order date. Oh, partition by order date. No. So you are correct, because we are going to use other date because we are actually giving them rank based on the other date. But we have to partition based on customer because we want to see for each customer. Do you understand now? So it's going to be partitioned by um customer ID. Then we are going to rank it. We are going to now order by order dates. You get that now? Because it is the arrangement of the order date that will now give each customer their rank order date. So now this thing is going to ask what order do we want to give the order date. So the order we want to give the order date to is very, very important here. So since we are looking for the first, then we can give it in ascending order. Do you understand now? From lowest to the what to the highest. So I'm going to put ESC here. Now this is it now. So if I run this as, let me just say as rank, rank. No. Let me give you as row number. If I run this now, Look at this. This customer A. Notice that customer A like bought a product 2 times, came to the store to buy a product 2 times in a particular day. See, for the first time he came here 1 1, then he goes to another product. Let me add product ID here so that we can actually understand better. Product or product name. That's a product name. Since we have product name. You understand? So if I run this, look at it now. So for the first day, he came in to buy curry. Mm, mm. Are we only going to partition by this? Because if you look at it here now, we have order date twice in this. Yes, we are still on point. Let's go ahead. Yeah, 1 point. So look at it now. For the first day, he bought 2 products for the first order, which is curry and sushi. Now followed by the next product he bought was curry, which is on the 7th. So you notice that by dates is giving each customer what's their rank. I don't know whether you understand what I'm explaining here. If you don't understand this, please let me know.
I don't understand.
You don't understand, Abby? Okay, now so look at it. We want to know the first. They said the question is this. They said, what was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer? So what was the first item purchased by each customer? Now, the only ways we can use to know the item that is purchased, first item that is purchased by each customer is by their order date. Do you understand now? Now, we are using the order date to determine what is the first product they ordered. And that is why we are using partition by now. Now, this partition by is not giving them rank, like a row number to each product based on the time that the customer actually ordered the product. Do you understand? Now, for this is for this customer now, the first order he made was on 2021-01-01. That's the 1st January of 2021, like 1st of January 2021. And he ordered 2 products on that same day. Do you understand? 2 products, which is curry and sushi. So this is the 2 products that the guy ordered. That's why he's giving them 1 1. Do you understand? Now, for customer A alone, for that same customer A also came back on 7th of January, order curry. He came back on 10th of January, order this thing. So they said we should return the first customer order, first product order by that particular customer, which is this Korean sushi. Because is these 2 products that you order on this date, 2021-01-01? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if you come to customer B now, you can see for the 1st of January, only order curry, and that's why it's giving it 1. So he's giving them this row number based on the order date. And if you come to customer C actually ordered let me write this thing. Ordered 2 products that same day. So now if I wanted to get the first item that each customer ordered, then I'm going to do I can use CT in this case now. Then I can just let me do CT. So let's say okay. Hold on. So I can do something like with let's say table 1. Let's just call it table 1. With table 1 as so you run this thing. This is a CT now. Then you close the bracket here. Then you will now call to now bring the product that each customer buy the most. So first the product they bought first, ordered first is select. Then now will be customer ID. Order date. Let me just see order date. Comma product name. Then you're going to put, and that's also I can put let me put row number if possible. Let's just put row number. Do we need it? We don't really know row number, but let's put it there. Row number from tab 1. So we are referencing that same table up because it's a city tab underscore one. Now this is where the thing comes in, where row number is equals to 1. If I run this thing together now, so these are the first product ordered by each customer. Any question on this? Yes, sir. If you have any question, let me know. Let me quickly let me explain. So that means no question. So yeah, good. Now moving on. Okay, let me check. So now let's go to other questions that we have here. So I promise to just talk about some questions. So these are the real life application of row number, dense rank, and dense rank. So the second one says, was the first item from the menu purchased by each customer? We just talked about that now. What is the most purchased item on the menu and how many times was it purchased? Which item was the most popular for each customer? Now, this is another question. Which item was the most popular for each question? Which item was the most popular for each customer? Now, let's look at it. Do anybody have any listing on this one? Okay, let's go ahead. Let's look at this. Now, question, let me bring it out. What is the most popular item for each customer? Now, the most popular item for each customer is the item they bought the most. You understand? Like how many times they bought the item. That will determine how popular the customer is. So for us to do that now, then we have to do some aggregation first. Aggregation in the sense that we have to aggregate the thing that they bought to know which. So this is what I'm saying. So copy this one here. So this one will be this. Before this one, then we are going to do customer ID. Then it's going to be product name. We are going to remove product name. Then you are going to do the count. So I can do count of product name or count of product ID. Anyway, count of product ID. Just to give us the number of times that they bought this thing. And that will be, so if I run this now. Okay, sorry. Goodbye. Goodbye. Customer ID. Comma. Product name. Okay. And let's check on this. Now, moving on now. Let me run this to see. We are as counts as products. Okay. Yes, let's total that counts. So let me run this. Now looking at it now, order by customer ID. 55, 65. Okay. Okay. Now look at it now. So customer A, customer B, you can see that we know what they bought. Now, to now pick out the customer, the thing that they bought the most, the product that they bought the most, because they want what they want to see now. Now we can identify, looking at this table now, we can identify the product they bought the most. For customer A is actually ramen. For customer B is actually everything. For customer C is still ramen too. So now for what to actually now filter out the product they bought the most. Sorry. For us to filter out the product they bought the most, then we have to do a kind of like a row number. Sorry, please let me hold on, please, guys. Just a minute, please. Sorry. Okay, guys, sorry. That was like I need to. I was like, oh. Now moving on. So I now you can see that we have sushi as the highest one. Now to now extract the ones that have the highest listing alone, then we can use like a rank for it. We can use a rank for it. And I can use a rank for it. I can use a city. I can use city and put this as this, like this. It's a um with um um with let's just call this one table 1 2 as then you come to you can now do something like this. Select and we can say customer ID. This can be like a 3CT actually. Just let's go for clarity. For clarity. So then we are going to use product name. So we're going to use product name also. Comma. Then we are going to use dense rank. Let me just copy this dense rank. Now the ranking that we are doing for this, it will be on the total count, since we are actually looking at the ones that actually bought the most. So it's going to be on the second. So run it, and customer ID, order by date, and so okay, partition by, then total count, total. So for this total count now, this one will not be in descending order, since we are looking for the highest. It's going to be in it's not going to be in ascending, it's going to be descending order. So DESC. Now from as well number from tab 1. So so the last one now to now bring the product with the highest most purchased for each customer. Then we can now do select. This one will be the second CTA. So I'm going to do as this one okay, tab 2. Let me just call it table 2. Tab underscore 2 as this. So I made a mistake. It should be tab 2. Sorry. Tab 2. Then you put a comma here. Then the last one is going to be select. Let me just say everything. Select star from tab 2, where row number is equals to 1. So if I run this now, let's run this together. What is the most popular item purchased by each customer? So if we run this, you can see that for customer A is ramen, for customer B is everything because he bought them the same number of times, and customer C is only ramen. So this is how you actually bring down one out, and these are the most popular item for each customer. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Sorry guys, just a minute. Okay, great. Just a minute. Okay, sorry guys, I just got a call. Sorry. Now I'm with you, and like what I just explained there, I believe everyone understood. Like, please, this is just the whole thing of rank and dense rank, or now you can actually bring it to answer questions and everything like that. I don't think it's more like that. So what you have to use, whether dense rank or roll number, is actually going to be determined by the questions you have. So it's going to be determined by the questions you have. So that. Any question, please? Any question at all? We have to end this our class like abruptly because I need to jump on something now. Any question at all? Come back next week. Any question at all for what we discussed today? So what I would like us to do is for us to actually go back to that question and actually practice everything we talked about today. Hopefully next week I'm going to round up everything that we need to, about the SQL thing. And if you have questions, we can actually take it together. So do we have any question for today? Okay. If there is no question, everyone is fine, right? All right, great. So if there is no question, we are going to end the class here.
Sorry, I'm just joining for the first time. Do you do
Okay.
recording? Do you record it?
The other classes?
Yes.
Yeah, they are all on YouTube. Yes, I did recording. They're all on YouTube, on the YouTube page. So I'm going to share the link. I'm going to upload this one too, but I'll share the link of the other ones to you. You can actually check the other classes there, the one we've done previously.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So any other question from Ifeoluwa, Paul? Any question at all?
How
Okay.
do you upload today's class? Your recording.
Today's class. Early. So I can upload it before midnight. If it didn't drop early now, I would try as much as possible to upload before tomorrow. I'm promising now. I will do this one like tonight. Immediately drop.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now that will be all. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.